The Beer Drinking Song. At one time, when Jetson Milarepa and his son Rechungpa were living in the great conquering demon cave of Lashi's Snow Mountain, the frightful conjurations created by the asuras became so great that Rechungpa had to hide in the back of the cave and absorb himself in samadhi. One day a great number of devas and specters arrived, and displaying many dreadful forms, threw numerous weapons at Milarepa to frighten him. With threatening voices they shouted, "Let us grab him, eat his flesh, and drink his blood." But undaunted Milarepa sang, "I pray all gurus to subdue all hatred and malignance. Pitiable are you ghosts and demons, accustomed to evil thoughts and deeds. With joy you afflict sentient beings. Addicted to flesh-eating, you crave to kill and strangle. Born as hungry ghosts, ugly and repulsive, you commit more sinful deeds. You are doomed to go to hell, since you forgot the seed of liberation. You find the door to freedom ever shut. Alas, how pitiable and sad this is. Sitting on compassion voidness seat, I can perform all miracles. If you ghosts can grab and eat me, I shall be most pleased and happy. With compassion's bodhi mind, I rejoice to see you here." Whereupon Milarepa entered the water samadhi. Before long more demons and devas' armies arrived. Among them was an extremely fearful demoness who said, "Who is this man?" A demon replied, "Let us first move to the safe side, near the water, and see." In doing so, he kicked loose a few pebbles with a clatter, and at that very moment Milarepa suddenly appeared, saying, "I am here." He also showed his naked body to the demons, who, surprised and panic-stricken, all ran away. After a while, they returned, and once more vainly attacked Milarepa with their magic. Finally, they gave up, crying, "Let us all be reconciled." In a state of great compassion, Milarepa then sang, "Listen carefully, you non-men, you army of ill-karmic demons. Your evil deeds will harm none but yourselves. Since to me all forms are but the Dharmakaya, even a demon army is my glory. Hearken, devas and demons all. If you will take refuge in the triple gem, you will be reborn in a good place. If you stop eating flesh and drinking blood, you will attain high birth and freedom. If you stop harming others, then you will soon enter Bodhi's path. If you withdraw from sinful deeds, you can embrace the Buddhist doctrine. Only by practicing 10 merits can you understand the meaning of your guru's firm instructions. Only when you have removed confusions of body, voice, and mind can you join the order of illumination holders. Only when you vow to keep the discipline can we agree as friends. Only when you keep Samaya's precepts can you be my disciple." In repentance, the demons were all converted. They said, "From now on we will obey your orders. Please teach us the Dharma." Milarepa then preached for them the truth of karma, the teaching of taking refuge, and the growth of the Bodhi mind. Confirmed with faith, the demons all offered their lives to Milarepa as a pledge of their solemn vows and departed. The next morning, Milarepa went to Rechungpa and asked, "Did anything happen to you last night?" "I was in the samadhi of illumination," said Rechungpa, "and had an amusing vision. Someone came and threw a pebble at you while you were lying on your bed. Did it hit you?" Milarepa replied, In great joyfulness, my body turned into water last night. I'm not sure whether the pebble hit me or not, but my chest feels a little uncomfortable. You may check on it for me." So saying, he again transformed his body into water, wherein Rechungpa found a small pebble and removed it. After that, the Jetson felt comfortable once more. At that time, many disciples came to visit Milarepa. One day he suggested that they all take a walk to the top of the high mountain in front of Lashi. But the disciples said, "It will be too strenuous for you because of your age. We advise you not to go." The Jetson replied, "I think I can manage it easily." Whereupon he sang, "I bow down to all gurus. Milarepa went to climb that mountain peak, but he is now too old. His body is worn out and frail. Shall he lie still and restful like you, my brother mountain?" Milarepa had hardly finished singing when he suddenly appeared on the top of the cliff, his feet set firmly on the rock. Then he ascended higher until he reached the top, sitting there comfortably for some time, clothed in a rainbow shroud. He then flew back to the cave and said to the disciples, "I need someone to pour some beer for me when I'm up there. But please tell us, how do we get there, and how can we serve you beer?" They asked. "If you want to reach the mountain peak," replied Milarepa, "you should practice like this. Hearken, my sons. If you want to climb the mountain peak, to enjoy the view, you should hold the self-mind's light. Tie it with the great knot, and catch it with a firm hook. If you practice thus, you can climb the mountain peak to enjoy the view. Come, you gifted men and women, drink the brew of experience. Come inside to enjoy the scene. See it and enjoy it to the full. The incapable remain outside. Those who cannot drink pure beer may quaff small beer. He who cannot strive for Bodhi should strive for superior birth." Rechungpa said, "I can practice the Dharma and aspire to drink the beer, but please show me how." The Jetson replied, "The best way to drink the beer is to follow the good advice of Marpa." Then he sang, "I bow down to the translator Marpa, who is primordial reality, abides, master of the essential truths. It is not easy to describe him. Like the sky, he is bright and clean, omnipresent as the sun and moon. He never discriminates between high and low, like bushes in a swamp. He is my Lord Buddha, sitting upon my head, my glory and adornment. In the 6 realms, the chief actors are human beings who use their poor crops to brew beer in the autumn and the spring. But to brew for ourselves, the Dharma followers, build a fireplace with 3 great gates. Prepare a cauldron of shunyata, and then fill it with the grain of the pure white element and the water of compassion. Then light the fire of wisdom and boil well the mash. In the central plain, where all is equal, the flag of the great bliss is raised. When the yeast of instruction has been added to the cauldron, one then may sleep at ease on the bed of the 4 infinities. The fermented barley of one in many is taken out and put into a jar. Strengthened by non-dual wisdom skill, the beer of 5 prajnas is matured. At the entrance of the wish-fulfilling, the house, the beer of pure nectar is purified. The pure HERUKA causes it. By the HERUKA of totality, it is conditioned. and by the lotus HERUKA colored. It is the smell HERUKA variety. It is taste of Vajra, and its touch of gaiety. I am a yogi who drinks beer because it illumines the Dharma body, completes the body of Sambhogakaya, and gives form to all Nirmanakayas. From non-cessation's pulp, only men with hardened heads can drink this nectar beer. Here is another parable. From the brew of Dharma essence comes precious and stimulating beer. To gurus and Buddhas of the three perfections, it is a superb oblation. Along the middle way of skillful wisdom, the rules of samaya are observed. Thus the mandalas deities are pleased. With the brew of common and special instructions, mystical sensations are obtained. One thus fulfills one's wishes and those of other men. Whoever in the cup of 6 adornments drinks the pure beer of the whispered lineage, in him will the great bliss flame up. Of this bliss, a single sip dispels all griefs and sorrows. This is the Dharma shared by a few, an act most wonderful and splendid, an act superb and marvelous. Hearing the song, the disciples all gained firm understandings. This is the story of Milarepa conquering demons in the great cave and singing drinking songs while strolling with his disciple.